Chapter 13. Beyond Words. 1. It is the very being, it is the essence of all words. See and relate beyond words, then there is no lie in your life. If you manipulate words, it is lie. If you play on words, it is joke. If you rely on words, it is ignorance. If you transcend words, it is wisdom. 2. Earlier people think in terms of Ethiopia, that is Satya Yuga, but now people think in terms of dystopia, that is fear, gloomy and odious. World is going through destruction. It cannot improve anymore. 3. World has already achieved dig age, height of bravery, education, rationality. It has much less to achieve further in this direction. But it has created ecological crisis, energy crisis, nuclear crisis and population explosion. 4. The dilemma before persons are, how to die. It is a philosophical question, since man is living on borrowed time. 5. Buddha, Aristotle period, and earliest discoveries of science started more or less in the same time, but science has made unbounded progress. However, religion has not produced a single Buddha. The reason being that the man's mind has tendencies of crocodile and horse brain, which govern the lust and anger of human mind. That is the reason with the evolution, activities of crocodile and horse brain drastically increased because of more indulgence in lust and consequently to anger. Human mind has reached its crisis limit. Now it has to evolute consciously, that is evolution to superconsciousness state has to take place. 6. Basically yoga is nothing but psychological discipline that is rising of consciousness and disappearance of ego. 7. Thinking is one of the greatest joys of human mind. 8. He who can, does, and he who cannot, teaches. 9. With rational knowledge, one is tuned with the scientific man. With intuitive knowledge added, one is tuned with the total man. With no knowledge added, one is in tune with nature. 10. Each person has to fight his own battle of Kurukshetra. It is as a war, however, not only worth winning, but for maintaining the divine order of the universe and of the eternal relationship between the soul and God. This war sooner or later is required to win. 11. The birth of knowledge and birth of love are not two different events. The moment we have the knowledge of the omnipresent Lord, the same instant love for Him springs in our heart. 12. 4 impediments in particular are responsible for diminishing one's natural taste for the holy name. 1. Ignorance of eternal principles. 2. Frailties of heart. 3. Our evil propensities. 4. Offenses. Devotion and reflection are independent as religion and philosophy. Religion without philosophy is sentiment, or sometime fanaticism. while philosophy without religion is mental speculation. 13. Materialism should be avoided at the burial ground, near the patient, at temple, and near Guru. 14. If you are looking for perfection, then you are not at the source of joy. Underneath the world, there is perfection. But world appears imperfect. Only imperfections show, perfection hides. 15. Devotion shown to God always evokes some form of plain or mysterious response. God ignores no true devotee. It is He who is Chintamani, the jewel that grants everything and fulfills all desires. 16. One should seek God first, last and all the time, not for His gifts, but as one's ultimate aim. Then he will find, in the abundance of God's love, all and everything for which he longs. 17. Truth has no direction, no goal. Truth itself is the goal. Truth is infinite. Feeling and experience are infinity within this finite body. Living timeless within the time span of life is the goal. Uncovering bliss within the misery is the ultimate. 18. When you are happy, mind expands, and then time appears short. When you are unhappy, time appears too long. When the mind has equanimity, you transcend time. 19. Samadhi is a state of mindlessness and timelessness. Virtues in general cannot be cultivated. A seeker should know that he is born with virtues, otherwise he cannot be seeker. When you recognize the virtues in others, it shows that you have those virtues present in seed form, and you must nurture them.